What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week. So today we're going to go ahead and talk about the DJI Mic 1, the original setup, and if it's still worth buying in 2025. So yeah, guys, so today we're going to be talking about this bad boy right here. I actually bought this in October of 2024, so not too long ago. I think it's been about 5 or 6 months. But let's go ahead and jump back a little bit and talk about how I started doing audio for vlogging and things like that. So I actually started off with, what is this little thing called? The Video Micro. Do you guys remember this? Do they still sell this one? I have no idea, but I love this thing. This thing is awesome. I thought it sounded great for the time, which was talking like 5-6 years ago. I think it works great. I thought the sound was perfect out of camera. Anything I needed to do. The only problem is that it had to be super close. So kind of vlogging and walking around trying to get audio. Fast forward about a year, a couple of my buddies gifted me one of these Rode mics. Shout out to my friend Franklin and Ochoa for hooking me up with this a couple of years ago for my birthday. You know, I let them know that I wanted to go ahead and do YouTube, and they were like, yo, badass friends, actually, guys, thanks so much. Some of the issues I was having, so this setup, the way I used it is, obviously I had it in the camera. I feel like it was too big and bulky. The other way I would use it was when I was just, you know, shooting videos at home or starting to like, you know, get in my flow and learn a little bit more about YouTube, was I bought a 3.5 extension cable. I think it was about a 10-foot cable, and I would run the cable boom stand to the camera, right? Which I was using an A7 III at the time. And the cool thing is that I just had this out of frame. It just sounded really good, and you know, it was working for a bit. But as you guys know, with the A7 III, it didn't have the flip out screen the way the A7 IV does and the newer Sony Alpha cameras do. So what happened, and issues I had, which were very frustrating, was that I would do a video, record the audio, I'd go back and listen to it, and it would just be all static. And at first I was like, okay, that's just the 3.5 cable going bad. I switched out the cable. I was still getting that sound. You know, it was a little discouraging using that. So after a while, I just didn't really, you know, use it as much. And I went back to this one. Moving forward is when I got the DJI, because I wanted to go ahead and try out these new mics. And why I switched, and the immediate benefits of using the DJI mic set, was because of that wireless freedom. I only had one cable that I needed to go ahead and plug in from the transmitter to the camera, but I was able to see, you know, the levels at all time, gave me that confidence to know, you know, if it was peaking or not. And because I think it was a smaller cable, or just, you know, not a dud with the system, it's a lot easier. I do like also the fact that, you know, setting it up, I dialed this in once. And if you guys want to know more deeper specs and that deep dive, how to set these things up, there's tons of videos on YouTube. This video is not for that. This is just my thoughts and what I think about using it for the last 5 months. Going back to it, longer setups that I had to do with this one to go ahead and set up the boom stand, get it out of frame, run the cable, make sure it was working. Hopefully it wasn't getting that static sound. With this, it's literally just plug and play, and then I'm wireless pretty much. I don't have to worry about the mic being close to me. These mics just pretty much clip onto my shirt, my hoodie. I've seen dudes even put it on their hats, which I don't like the way that looks, but you know, it gets the job done, right? Again, I bought these from Amazon back in October, open box. And when I purchased these, the other new versions hadn't been out. So I'm not exactly sure when exactly it dropped, but I just knew it was a few weeks right after I bought these. And I was like, bro, really? If you know the date when the DJI Mic 2 and DJI Mic Mini came out, go ahead and drop that down in the comments, because I'm not exactly sure what is the exact date of when those came out. Next thing I want to talk about, as far as the DJI Mic 1s, I've been using them for these videos that you guys have been watching, and honestly, they're amazing. And just keeping it super simple. I don't feel like there's any need for me to go ahead and upgrade for what I'm doing with it. The sound quality is solid. I'd rather put my money currently, instead of upgrading these and selling these and probably losing some money on it, I'd rather just hold on to these for a bit and probably put some money towards a new upgrade, like a computer. I'm currently rocking the MacBook Pro M1, not the M1 Pro, but just the regular M1. And it's starting to go ahead and lag a lot with editing of the 4K video that's coming from the A7 IV. So I'd rather put some money towards that. But I think I'm leaning towards the M4 Mac Mini with some updated RAM and memory, instead of going the M4 Pro. For what I'm using it for, and just running this one-man show of starting YouTube, I think it'll be fine. But if you guys recommend something else, please let me know in the comments down below. So again, what do I love about this DJI mic set? I love that it's just a set it and forget it. Now that I've dialed in the frequency and the levels on both the mics and the transmitter, literally I just have this case, I charge this, and I have 2 mics and I have the transmitter. And since the configuration has been set up, barely ever have to go ahead and mess with that. 99% of the time when I go into Final Cut, it sounds great. I might have to do some kind of post-production on the audio, but other than that, it sounds great. Also, something I haven't mentioned is the build quality. I mean, DJI always has great products, and I've never had anything to complain when it comes to this brand. I think it's awesome that it can carry pieces to connect to your phone. Now the iPhone uses USB, but it has also the old lightning connection. I love that it feels premium when you use it, when you hold it. I don't feel like I'm going to break it or crush it or it's going to get damaged in a bag or anything like that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and give you some of the downsides to using the DJI Mic 1 set. And this is going to be something that's going to be very minor, but I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know, just because something that I thought was very funny on how these were set up was that the cable that they include for you to go ahead and connect from your transmitter to your camera is actually very short. So for example, if you have the transmitter set up, me as a one-man show, I want to be able to see my levels. If the transmitter is faced away, like if I was behind the camera, then the cable would be able to reach from, the connection to the input on the camera. But if I wanted to see levels, so if this was facing towards the front of the camera and I'm in front of the camera all the time, then the cable wasn't long enough. So I thought that was kind of weird that, that was a mishap. And I just went ahead and found a little spiral cable. I have it right here. I found that on Amazon for a couple bucks. If you guys are looking for something like this or encountered the same issue, let me know in the comments down below and I'll go ahead and send you a link of exactly where to get it on Amazon. Another thing I wanted to go ahead and bring up that was a little bit of a downside, not in the beginning, but it kind of just went that way, was how the little shoe mount piece that connects the transmitter to the camera, it just snapped off and that little spring went flying. I was never able to find it or repair it. And I thought that was just a bummer because it was it was an open box. I felt like it just was very flimsy. So I know I just said how like the build quality was great. That one piece that came with the kit, I just thought was, maybe it was a dud, but I found one on Amazon and I was able just to replace it. If you do need the replacement and you've had the same issue, again, let me know and I'll go ahead and send you the link for this product. And the third thing that I don't like about the DJI Mic, and maybe this is something I'll probably be changed with the Mini, and I'm guessing that's their selling point, is just the size of it and the weight of it. I know how small it is, but putting it on your shirt sometimes, depending what kind of material the shirt is, it'll kind of just sag down and I don't like the way it looks and it kind of just bothers me. So then I try finding other ways and try to get more creative with how I'm mounting this microphone on my shirt, sweater, or jacket. Sometimes it makes, if I wear like a jean jacket or a denim jacket, it kind of just makes it bowl out on the side or something like that. And I don't like the way it looks, but that's something minor. And that's something that compensates when it comes to the quality that I'm actually getting from these mics. And that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my final thoughts, but I think the Mic 1 is still a great value. The final takeaway from all this is, unless the new models offer something that you need, like a feature that you must have right now, I think that the DJI Mic 1 remains a huge solid offer and a huge tool that you could use right now. Don't stress over product paralysis. Just pick what fits your budget. So again, guys, that's all I have for you. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of product you're using and how do you like it and what do you dislike about it. If this video helped and you enjoyed watching me just blabber on about the DJI Mic 1 and my backstory and how I ended up getting these and how I started doing some audio stuff, drop a sub, drop a like, go ahead and subscribe and leave me a comment. I'd love to go ahead and hear about your stories and your current setup. But again, guys, that's pretty much all I have. I'll go ahead and catch you in the next one. Peace. Thank you.